Okay guys, so Sigma Beauty sent me an entire box of PR product brushes. We have lip products, we have eye products, we have a whole bunch of face products that you're seeing here today. So I'm gonna actually go through and give you guys my first thoughts and impressions on these products because they're products that I've actually never tried before from the brand. And I wanted to give you guys my first unfiltered unfiltered opinions on these products and let you know what I think about them. So if you guys are new here, my name is Stacy. I feature unfiltered makeup opinions, honest reviews, I do tutorials, and I also have my unfiltered series, which is like unfiltered makeup opinions about like different things going on in the beauty space. Definitely check that out after you watch this video. We're going to get into this whole full face of Sigma Beauty pretty much, and my first impressions on a lot of the makeup that Sigma Beauty sent to me. Just so you guys know, today's video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Sigma Beauty sent this PR box over to me. It's actually one of the first PR boxes I've ever received for my channel, and I'm very thankful to Sigma for sending it over. But I wanted to do a complete unboxing with you, sharing with you guys what I received, my thoughts on all the things that I received, and also just going through the whole entire application process with all the makeup that I received as well. So if you guys want to save 10% at Sigma, you can. The code is Stacy. If you see anything in this video that has really piqued your interest, head on over to their site. Everything is going to be linked in the description box down below. So guys, I just received a PR box from Sigma Beauty, and I'm so excited to open this up, see what treasures lay in store. This is a huge box full of product, and we're going to do a full face of Sigma Beauty with all of these products. I have had a chance to So I've had a chance to sneak peek some of the items that are in here, and I'm really excited to test these out today, do a full face of Sigma Beauty. I have never been able to do a full face of Sigma Beauty before, and I am so excited to hop into this video. The one thing I know I didn't receive in this box is the foundation. So we're going to start off with the foundation first, all over my face, and then we're going to dig into the box. Before we dig into the box, I have all of these brushes, which I know that I'm going to be able to use one of these to be able to apply the skin tint. So the one that I have been applying it with is the F80. So I actually already have this brush. So I'm actually going to set it aside. We're going to set that one aside, but I do already have the F80. We're going to grab my primer. We're going to do the De Bronzy drops today. This is just my sample size, but I figured a nice bronze look would be pretty. And then I'm going to mix it with the Power Gripping Primer. So we're just going to prime this way today. I do have my face primed. I used a combination of the Power Gripping Primer with the e.l.f. De Bronzy drops because I wanted a little bit of bronze and glow to my face. We're going to use the F80 and we're going to apply their skin tint to my face. So I have a full review on my channel right now of the skin tint. It's actually let's just kind of give you guys an update on it. I actually like it a lot. I think it's a really good skin tint, and I think that it is if this had been released last year when I was looking for my perfect skin tint, I truly feel like this could have been the solution to all my problems, minus the fact that it doesn't have SPF in it, but it really is a beautiful skin tint foundation. It builds up so nicely. It makes my skin look so juicy and sun-kissed, and not really sun-kissed, but glowy and dewy. But it's not too much dew, because if you get too much dew with this, then it just doesn't work. Right. Okay, so the next thing that Sigma sent me was actually the Spectrum Color Correcting Duo. This is for light to medium skin tones. I've never tried this before, but a lot of people have raved about it, and it comes in a couple of different shade variations. I think they have a light to medium shade, and then they also have a darker shade, but this is what it looks like right here. This is the cutest little compact. It's so travel friendly. We have a lighter shade, and then we also have a darker shade here, just a little bit darker. One is a little bit more pink and salmony. The other one looks more like a brightener. I'm just going to take my finger into the lighter shade, and we're going to pat this right into my problem areas where I get a lot of like blue right here. So we're going to pat this in and then I'm going to blend it out with a concealer brush. And then I am going to dip into like the more of the salmon color. And I'm also going to apply that just on top because this is almost like salmony too. And this will get rid of some of the blueness that I have. And then we're also going to put it down here, 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 and mix it a little bit with the lighter shade as well. This is actually like a really nifty little duo. I definitely think if I didn't use my finger, then I could actually probably just go in with a brush like this and conceal as well. But this is such a nifty little duo. Like, and it's so tiny and compact. This is super cute. I'm actually going to put that in like my everyday makeup bag for now. So this is what the face is looking like. Now, Sigma has a finishing powder, but they did not send that one to me. So I'm going to use a little bit of this powder right here. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. So they gave me the F53, the F12. What is this one? Setting powder. So we're going to use this one for setting powder, the F12. Let's open this up. This is going to be really, really fun to open. So this brush is for setting powder. We're going to just take my halo and just like dab this and like dab it on my face. I truly feel like this is like super fluffy for setting, but I mean, that's what they intended it for. So we're just going to use this. I'm just using this and patting it in areas where I have like wrinkles or I get creases or anything like that. I do like this brush. It's a setting powder brush. I guess I could go like all over my face, but right now we're just going to do that. So Sigma sent me a plethora of like blushes. They sent me the highlight. They sent me the cream blush. We are going to do the bronzer first. And we're going to, this is like straight out of the packaging. I think they sent me medium and fair. So let's see. So we have light and medium. I'm going to swatch these both on the back of my hand to see how they look. Oh, like the packaging is so nice. It's plastic. They actually made this little like lip here so you can lift it out. This is the light shade. So let's just swatch this real quick on the back of my hand. That's actually a good shade for me for light. Honestly, like that's a really good shade. The mediums might be a little bit too dark. We're going to find out. But it might work with my like summer tan that I have going on right now. Okay, here is the medium bronzer, which I kind of feel like this one is a little bit, oh, that's really pretty too. See, these both are blending out like butter. Medium is on the bottom, light is on the top. Honestly though, they look really, really similar. One is medium, one is light. We're gonna do the light one for now. The medium might just be a little bit too dark and might make me look kind of like dirty and dusty. But they did send me their bronzing brush. This is the F29. It says it's the HD bronzer. I'm going to open this one up. Look at this beautiful fluffy brush. We're going to bronze up my face first with the light shade. Ooh, lots of kick up in the pan, but it does come with a full-size mirror, which is nice. And then we're just going to really generously bronze my face. I don't have this one, so I'm really excited that I received it. Look how nicely that's like blending into the skin. That's gorgeous. Like this is super effortless. And with this brush, it's like, this is like the perfect bronzer brush. And I'm picky about my bronzer brushes. And this is actually like really, really good. Perfect powder bronzer brush. That is super stunning. So they sent me two variations of their blushes. We have the Sunset Kiss blush, and we also have their cream blush in Pashmina. The powder blush, let's see what color they sent. Oh gosh, that's pretty. This is the Sunset Kiss. This is so pretty. Let's just swatch this on the back of my hand here so you guys can see. And it's like a very, very, wow, like it is just like a really, really nice like matte formula, and it's like blending out so nicely. It's not like patchy when I swatch it, which I find that can happen a lot with blushes in general. Then we have Pashmina. Pashmina is their cream blush. Oh, and This is stunning too. We're going to swatch this one. Oh, it's super creamy and like melty. We're going to put this on my hand as well. Oh, that's pretty. I definitely think I'm going to do a layer of the two blushes, but I think we're going to do it Patrick Ta style, where we do cream on top of powder. I like that kind of style. These are the two blushes that they sent me. They're a little bit poppy, but honestly, like I'm into that poppy blush right now, and I could definitely see myself wearing this like quite a bit because it's like the color of 2024. So we have the F53 Air Contouring Brush. I actually might use this for the cream product because it's more of a stippling type of brush. And then I also have, like in my little brush collection, I have the F10. This is the powder slash blush brush. So we're going to do the Patrick Ta technique where we dip into the powder first. Man, this has a lot of like kick up in the pan, but I have a feeling it's going to blend out like beautifully. So here is the powder blush. That's so pretty. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's just gorgeous. Like that is so pretty and it's blending on my skin just like so naturally. Do a little bit on the end of my nose here, but like I'm super flushed all of a sudden. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. And then I'm going to take the F53. This is the contouring blush. I think this is definitely going to work well for the cream product. I love using brushes like this, but we're going to pat this on as well. Apparently the Patrick Ta effect is supposed to give you like blush that looks like watercolor. So I've been doing this with like a lot of my cream blushes lately, putting it on top of my powder brushes, and it look like the look is just so, so pretty. But this is such a gorgeous, like natural dewy look. These two, I kind of wish Sigma like had these in like a duo like this so that you had two of them in one package so that you could actually do cream and powder product. I really like this brush too. This is like perfect for cream blush. And it would be really good for cream like bronzer as well, I feel like. Okay, and now we have the highlighter. We're going to do, oh, I'm really excited about this because I've actually seen a lot of people talk about their highlighters. I have the highlighter Sizzle, which is this shade right here. I actually kind of dipped into it a little bit like yesterday when I received the PR box, but I'm going to swatch it for you guys right on the edge of my hand for you. But this is the highlight. It looks so stunning. I am so excited to try this. They also sent the F03 as well, which is like their highlight brush. We're gonna highlight my cheeks and see how this looks. Ooh, wow. That's like super pretty. Their highlight, like I have one of their highlights. I have one of their blushes. And I did like a Sigma. This is like the best stuff that I have from Sigma. And I didn't have like individual ones like this, but I do have a blush duo with the highlight with them from their Warm Wishes collection, which was like holiday 23, or I think it was holiday 23 or holiday 22, one of the two. But their highlights are like so gorgeous. They don't like over accentuate any of your pores. They don't like do anything. It's just so smooth and pretty. And it really reminds me of their like foil formula that is available in their eyeshadows as well. This is just stunning. So I'm going to take my F30. This is one that they did not send me. It's just one that I have. I'm going to dip into some of my powder and just go over my face lightly, and it's going to tame some of that blush a little bit. But other than that, my face looks really pretty. I'm going to use the Lasting Fix from Maybelline. Eyeshadow and like a base. They sent me their eyeshadow base primer in Ignite, which I already have this one. So I'm just going to keep this for now because I know I'm going to, like, this is my go-to primer from Sigma. It's the eyeshadow base in Ignite, and it is such a good primer for your eyes because it's not like too oily. It's kind of a stick formula, but you just very like lightly dot this on to prep your eyes. And then you blend it out with like a concealer brush, that sort of thing. So I'm going to grab my concealer brush, tap this out. They also sent me a full size eyeshadow palette. This is actually one that I don't have, and it is New Mod. So the New Mod eyeshadow palette It says that it is a dress your eyes to the nines with this a la mode array of matte shimmer and metallics in a smooth, silky formula. It's designed with the modern beauty lover in mind. New Mod encourages you to think as a trendsetter and stay ahead of the game. So it has actually, if you look at the color story in here, it's got some like neutrals, it's got some pinks, it's got some purples. This feels like a really like romantic eyeshadow palette. They also sent me some eyeshadow brushes, but it also comes with a brush. It comes with the F38 and the E54, like the two together as a duo ended. And then they sent me eye brushes, and I have Sigma eye brushes. In the brush collection of things that they gave me besides face brushes, these are all of the brushes that they actually ended up sending me. They are eye brushes. We have the E35. This one is a tapered blender. We have the E42, which is the precision firm blender. That's going to be nice. The E15, which is actually like a flat definer brush. You can use it for like eyeliner, that sort of thing. The E25, this one is a blending brush. This one looks nice. I have the E27 and I love that one. And then we also have the E54, which is in the duo-ended brush set, but this one's individual. And then I also have my own Sigma Beauty like eyeshadow brushes as well. So we're going to use some of those as well to make this eyeshadow look. So I just popped the brush out because I don't want to use it. We're going to use this one. It's the E35, a tapered blender brush. We're going to dip into this shade right here called Sophisticated. This is going to be my crease shade. The E38 and the E35. The E38 is a little bit skinnier, not as like, it's more densely compact. And this one is actually just a little bit fluffier. This is a really pigmented shade though. Like, wow. I like how fluffy this one is because like you can get a really nice like blown out color. The 38 is really similar to this. That's what I'm noticing. The 38 also comes in the duo ended that's in this palette as well. So to switch my brushes, they actually sent me the full size Sigma switch. I have the travel size one and I love it. I actually use that one quite a bit, but usually if I'm like switching shadows, it gets dirty really, really fast. Actually, Claire was playing with it the other day and it got like, I was like, don't play with that, honey. It's really dirty. So I'm actually going to use my Cinema Secrets and then we're going to use the Sigma switch for the blender side right here. I'm just like clean this off real quick. This is so nice. I love having a bigger Sigma switch compared to like the travel size one. The travel size one is good to take with you like when you're traveling. Like this is the difference in sizes. But I really like this one just gets so dirty so fast for me. So it's really hard for me to like keep track of it. Now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to take the E40. This one is a blending brush as well, but we're going to take this shade right here because it's almost like a white and it's called Preppy. We're just going to put this on the brow bone and I think it's just going to like even out all this color right here. That looks really nice. If you like matte looks, this is going to be, that would be really pretty. It's just like a matte look and then lining your lashes and being done. Now what shade do I want to take? I think we're going to take a little bit of this. I'm using the E45. This is actually called the small tapered blender. I'm going to place this on the outer corner. It's actually not as dark as what I thought it was going to be. This would be another really good like transition shade. So I'm probably going to put a shade over it. But it is still really pretty. We're going to take the E25. This is another one that Sigma sent me. We're going to use this shade right here on the E25. We're going to use this on the outer corner as well. This is like more of a flat brush. It reminds me of the E27 a lot, actually. And this will just like deepen up the outer corner quite a bit. And then we're just going to take any excess and kind of like fan it underneath my lower lash line. In the palette, we came with the E54. They also sent me one of these individually, but I'm thinking about using like this shade right here on the inner corner. I'm going to wet down my brush first, just so that we can really pick up the pigment. I'm really excited to try this shade because it's like a duochrome from a pink to a blue. I'm going to lay this on the lid. I'm just going to take the other end of this and we're going to dip into New Mod, this shade again. The shimmer shade that I used was called Avant Garde, and that is so pretty. I'm going to just use the Sigma switch and clean off the E54 side, and I'm going to actually highlight the inner corner with this shade right here. It is called Haute, H-A-U-T-E, Hot. Then we're going to clean off this brush again because I'm actually going to smudge the lower lash line pretty good with it. We're going to use this shade first. Again, we use this in the crease, but it is sophisticated, and we're going to smudge the lower lash line. And then I actually got this brush from a Sigma favorite set with Kelly Gooch. It's the E06, but I'm going to use Grunge, which is the very dark brown shade. And I'm just going to line my lashes really quick with this. You'll see just right on the lash line. All right, there is the eye look. I'm going to spray real quick, put on mascara, and then I have some lip products from Sigma Beauty as well. I'm so excited about these. Okay, we have very simple mascara today. None of the no fake lashes because I'm not a fake lash person, but we're going to line my lips and then we're going to put on some new Sigma lip products. I'm really excited to try these because I've heard a lot of really good things about these. I'm just going to line my lips with a Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. And then we have the first one that we have for the lips. We have the Infinite Point lipstick. So let's open her up and see what this looks like. Ooh. The packaging is like really, really cool where it's like a teardrop like this. That's actually going to make it easy for it to like not fall all over the place. The shade is like this. Honestly, this is my shade. I have so many lipsticks that are in this shade. This shade actually kind of reminds me of Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury a little bit. So we're going to put this on. That's like the perfect shade for me. It's gorgeous. I really like the packaging. Like the packaging is like pretty hefty. It's pretty sturdy. It magnetizes together. And that shade is like perfect for me. And then we have the Sigma lip tint. This isn't the lip tint. We have the Sigma lip oil in the shade Tint. It's the renewing lip oil. So I could even put like just a like liner on and then this and we'd be good to go. Oh, that feels nice. And that's like what my lips are looking like. That's super pretty. Actually, this lip tint kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty Full Filter Gloss that I have. Okay, here we have it, my full face, almost. We just had to use a e.l.f. Halo setting powder just to, set everything down. But other than that, we have like pretty much a full face of Sigma Beauty. And this looks so stunning. I'm actually like thoroughly impressed with how my makeup turned out. The blush is beautiful. The bronzers are so pigmented, but they're so like creamy in the pan, even though that they're like a powder formula, and it blended so nicely on my face. All of these brushes are beautiful. I mean, I love Sigma Beauty brushes, but the ones that they sent me were just like an added bonus to my collection, and they're so stunning. New mod. I am like, why didn't I pick this up before? Like, I need to know why, because pinks, purples, and like neutral shades are like my big thing. I've been saying for a while now on my channel that pinks and purples can translate as neutral and they're really easy to turn into neutral. And this is just such a romantic palette. Honestly, I could see myself taking this into fall because of the darker purpley like tones in here. And you also have just some of these like gorgeous and beautiful Sigma foil shades that are just like absolutely breathtaking and they take my breath away. Overall, I am so impressed by Sigma. I mean, like, are we surprised that I'm impressed by them? No, we're not. We're not surprised at all because I love Sigma Beauty. I've been following them for a very, very long time, and I just absolutely love their products. So Sigma also sent me these. They're not makeup related, but they are to clean my brushes. We have the full size foaming brush shampoo. Like, look at this thing. It's huge. Like absolutely huge. And then we also have the brush washing mat. So I'm so excited to use this because I do have some brushes that need to be washed. And my daughter was commenting on it today, like, Mommy, we should wash your brushes because they're a little dirty. And Sigma sent me these, which I'm so excited to use them and clean my brushes. And I will let you guys know how I like it. Thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned to the end of this video. Thank you, Sigma Beauty, for sending me this gorgeous PR box with all of this amazing product in it. It just makes me fall in love with the brand like even more. If you guys are interested in any of these products, they are going to be linked in the description box down below. And you can use my code Staci to save 10%. Again, this video is not sponsored. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I get to see you in my next one. Bye!